We are standing over the Nile River right now, but we're actually heading to the oldest part of the city, known as Fustat. And this horse is having a good time eating all that. Good Gisselle. This is the oldest mosque in Egypt, and actually in Africa it is contested.
Here we do have Santa Service Church and the Hanging Church, Santa Barbara Church.
These churches are from the 3rd or 4th century. Good morning from Egypt. We are standing over the Nile River right now, but we are actually heading to a different part of the city, the oldest part of the city. It has the oldest mosque there as well as the oldest church, but I will tell you a lot more about that area once we reach it. I have my motorcycle, so let's just hit the road. Yalla bina. Yes. Beautiful early morning ride over the Nile. It is 8:30 in the morning on a Friday, so there is no traffic. The streets are empty right now. They will remain so for quite a few hours. So we basically have the streets to ourselves. I haven't uploaded for a while because I've been sick, and I'm still in the last throes of that sickness. So yeah, it has not been fun. Very brutal. I feel head cold, fever, sweating, and I'm wearing a lot of jackets now and gloves and just as as dressed up as possible to avoid any more cold. And it's cold in the early morning hours anyhow. But yeah, welcome back to the channel. You know, this is actually why I try to record videos ahead of time, because it takes time to make videos. Before we get to the area, we're still on our way, so if you want to skip ahead you can, but it takes at least one day of recording. I mean, if the fastest possible time to make a video would be 2 days, that would be like insanely fast for me though, because I have to go out and record it, then I have to edit it. That can be done in 1 day if I'm lucky, and then it takes 24 hours around that time to upload. So that would be the fastest time for me to upload a video to YouTube, and oftentimes it takes more than that. I don't edit a video in you know, I don't record it, go home and edit the whole thing through hours and hours and hours until it's completely finished. It depends on the video as well, because some videos need subtitles, which then my husband needs to translate, and that means he does that when he is available. Come on, bus, truck. Not to mention other aspects of the video, if I'm doing maps, overlays, history, images, whatever, music. If there's something copyrighted, I don't find that out until it uploads to YouTube, and then I get a notification saying it can't be monetized, or it won't even be allowed to be on YouTube for. So yeah, it's better to record videos and have them ready in advance, because things happen in life. You get sick, you're tired, some life event just happens, you know, and if you're recording just before you need to upload, then you have no window of time to be ready for anything. Anyways, I love this ride right along the Nile here. So we just passed through Garden City. I did a driving tour there a while ago. Do we have to wait? What is up with this bus? Like, go. Anyways, Yeah, this is such a beautiful stretch of the Nile. Something about living in the Nile, around the Nile, though. A lot of people think Egypt, Cairo, desert, dry. There's a section around the Nile. It's called the Nile Corridor, which means it is very humid. And it's like, if you look on the map, basically anything that is green. So it's not just like a few blocks from the Nile. No, I mean like anywhere in Cairo close-ish to the Nile that has some greenery, and it's a lot, is very humid. So you feel that humidity, which can be shocking for people, but I mean, it's still not as humid as like Southeast Asia, of course, but it is significantly more humid than one would expect for a country, a city rather, surrounded by a Sahara desert. And yeah, we've been passing through the neighborhood of Sayyida Zainab, or maybe we're approaching that. No, we're in it. But Fustat, so that is where we are heading, guys. The neighborhood is called Fustat. If you want to see a map, here it is, zoomed out, and then coming in a little bit closer. But yeah, Fustat was the first Islamic capital of Egypt. So 1,385 years ago, in the year 641, it was founded by General Amr ibn al-As after the Arab conquest of Egypt. So that was like 328 years before Cairo was founded. Fustat was the first Islamic city and capital in Egypt. And that is the oldest section of town. If we're talking about modern times, though, I mean, it's not modern, but of course Egypt has been inhabited for thousands of years, so people were in this land before the founding of Fustat, of course. But if I'm just talking about like Islamic city, and it still has its name today, you know, this section of the city is called Fustat, but the first capital of Islamic Egypt was Fustat. And there's like several different capitals and periods. If you're curious about that, I'll list them out here. But it was Fustat, then I think it was like another one or two, and then it was Cairo that came several hundred years later. Question, how do we get over there? Huh. I think I'm gonna go this way and then that way, because I have no other idea how to get over there. Yeah. We just crossed over into the island of Al-Manial really quickly. And now we're back. Okay, so I think I want to be on the upper part of the area, city here. I don't know, actually. Should I be going down or up? Huh. Actually, I think I should be going down. Yeah. I hope I'm not wrong about that. If we could get this. You just gotta go over, bro. Good morning, Egypt. Traffic with some horses. But Friday morning, so empty right now compared to what it normally would be, huh? So I know a little bit about the history, the founding of Fustat, but like in terms of modern day Fustat, I haven't spent much time there, so I don't actually know the neighborhood well. I don't know the street names well at all. I'm just driving around. We're gonna get a look at it together. I've been there. Coptic Cairo, by the way, lies within the city of Fustat. And Coptic Cairo, of course, is also very old. That's where the oldest church is. And we'll swing by that that area. But right now we're headed to the oldest mosque in this Hi. I've actually filmed at this mosque before. I filmed here for al-Fitr, which, if you don't know what that is, it's coming up soon. It's the holiday that happens right after Ramadan to celebrate the end of Ramadan. But this is the oldest mosque in Egypt, and actually in Africa it is contested. Supposedly there's one mosque that is older in Eritrea by about 20 years or something like that, but anyways, you can look it up on the internet. But this is the oldest one in Egypt and possibly all of Africa. Quite busy down here in the mornings, huh? Considering Ramadan. People were sleeping all night, but Friday, I guess, shopping, market, mosque. Yeah, I'm never in this neighborhood without a destination, like now, filming this video. But here we have the mosque Amr ibn al-As. I struggle with a lot of these Arabic names. That was the general's name who conquered Egypt, or the conquest of Egypt. You know, when that happened, that was the guy. It has been reconstructed over the centuries. So the original one, probably not much of that is actually standing, but it has been in the same spot. And this is the mosque. Maybe we'll circle around and get another look at it. So if you wanna, I didn't make a video like specifically about the mosque itself, but if you do want to see what Eid al-Fitr looks like down at this mosque.
Welcome to Egypt.
I'll leave that link in the comment section of this video so that you can check it out. Eid al-Fitr is a lot of fun. Most holidays actually in Egypt are just a lot of fun. People go down to the mosque early morning. That's usually what people do for holidays, or it's the mosque super early mornings, and then afterwards they'll go do something else. Go home, eat with family, wander the streets, go shopping later. Anyways, we're kind of heading out of the neighborhood again. I should probably head the other way, but just wanted to cruise through this little market. So, oldest part of the city. It's a lot of, what is that, cabbage leaves? Should drive slower, huh? This big bus coming up behind me though. What is this? No. That's fire smells. Wow, that was a big fire, bro. What are they burning? It's kind of smelled good actually. Probably they're burning, I don't know, paper. The lights for Ramadan up and still on, even though it is now morning. So I do need to figure out where we're going here. I could go right, but I think it might be better to just go down this way again. I need to figure out our next destination. All right, quick cruise through this area again. Now we're heading to Coptic Cairo. I'm sure many of you know about or have heard about Coptic Cairo. It is on this tourist trail for Cairo. People like to see Islamic Cairo, and then they like to see Coptic Cairo. Like I said, this is actually the oldest part of the city. Coptic Cairo also goes by Old Cairo, and it is the true Old Cairo. But a lot of times people refer Islamic Cairo, which is over by Khan Khalili in a different part of the city. They refer to Islamic Cairo as Old Cairo as well. And it is old. All of it's old. It's an old city. It's over 1,000 years, you know. But yeah, we are heading to Coptic Cairo, which has the oldest church in Egypt. I don't know if we're going to be able to go in there though, because I think we're not. I already see police barricades. So you can see one of the churches. I think that's, I forgot how to say it. It's Bacchus or something. Yeah, you're not allowed to go in there though without walking. And I don't even think that it's open yet. It's pretty early. It's 8:43. I think not until like 9 does it open. So let's just cruise around some back streets, I guess, while I talk about it. I'm not gonna like go in and explore Coptic Cairo today. I'm just going to drive by it and then maybe park the bike and like pass the buildings, but I'm not doing some kind of like in-depth exploration. I don't even know, is this like a dead end? Because it's certainly feeling like it. I'm gonna turn around. Oh, look at that. Still feels like, I bet you that goes through, but we'll stick to some of the more main roads, I guess. Circle around when it opens, because for sure it doesn't open till 9 a.m. Like Hanging Church, for example, does not open till 9. But yeah, just want to go to this neighborhood and drive around and kind of show you guys. I don't think a lot of people see Coptic Cairo outside of this section that is barricaded off by the police. They come over here, they drive past the old mosque, maybe they go into the mosque. Here you got a bus arriving. Is this a... And then, yeah, that section over there. And then of course you also have the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization, where all the mummies are, in this neighborhood as well, but that's over on the other side. Maybe we'll be driving near that though, actually, as we wait for this area to open up a bit. But yeah, so as I mentioned, just because Fustat was founded in 641 does not mean there were not people living here beforehand, because there most certainly was. Of course, you had native Egyptians to the land, Coptic Christians, local villagers, but you also had like Greco-Romans. You know, they had the Babylon fortress over here, which we will probably pass by as well if I go inside. What? More police barricade? I don't know what all of this stuff is. A lot of construction happening around here, huh? And even small Jewish communities. So anyways, yeah, you had people living here before Fustat was founded. And of course, before those people, there were still Egyptians living here, the ancient Egyptians. So obviously this land has been inhabited for thousands and thousands of years. But if we're talking about Fustat, as it holds the name today, it was founded in 641, the first Islamic capital, and then it morphed and changed, and Cairo swallowed it up. But it is still, there's evidence of the city here with the first mosque, and it still holds the name. But what is behind here? Is this? Is this a part of the church area? You know, it's reminding me of Ibn Tulun Mosque over in Sayyidah Zainab. That actually has this giant wall as well. I love the sound of Cairo in the morning. Just to give you an idea, smelling there's something like wood burning out here. It smells like smoke. Beautiful. Anyways, okay, so let's head back to the Coptic Cairo hanging church area. I'll try to park my bike and then we'll just walk into that area briefly. I don't even know if I can film much, but we'll try. Seems we have more police barricades, so not getting very far here. Can I go down this way? What is down here? I think I'm gonna have to go back the way I came. This is like the back street area. Yeah, we're gonna have to take the main roads back to Coptic Cairo. Security checkpoint or whatever. Now the question is where to park the bike. It's like these police barricades literally everywhere. By the way, Friday, that means everyone's going to the mosque and everyone's going to church, if I failed to mention that. So this is a busy time. Let me see if this guy knows where I can. Is he a part of the parking system or no? I don't know. I gotta turn my cameras off though. Once I figure out a place to park, I'll be back. So we are now approaching Coptic Cairo, but there's a ton of tourist buses here apparently. Wow, look at this. I never come here. So a lot of tourists. Anyways, I gotta turn the cameras off, but I'll see you guys inside. I don't know if he wants to be on camera, but I was just talking to this guy and he was telling me there's a lot more here than I expected. Well, so, how many churches?
Here we do have Santa Sergus Church and the Hanging Church, Santa Barbara Church, Roman St. George Church, Egyptian St. George Church, all those here in this area.
That is a lot.
It's a lot. And behind we do have the first mosque have been built in Egypt and also in Africa. The Amr ibn al-As Mosque is built in the 6th century. It's one of the unique mosques in Egypt.
أيوة شكرا جدا.
Nice to meet you, man.
فرصة سعيدة.
أنا كمان.
السلامة. Bye bye.
Go enjoy your time.
شكرا. Nice. I'll see you later.
See you later, alligator.
Bye. I was just stopping chatting with him for a while. I've been down here, but honestly, it's been a very long time. So we've just come in. You have a lot of these shops along the way here. I wasn't sure how much I could film or not because there was quite a few police around, but it seems the buses have cleared out a little bit as well as the police. Anyways, I have not explored this area in depth. I have not made a lot of videos about this area. I made one about Hanging Church quite a long time ago. Like my first 6 months in Egypt probably. And I intend to film more videos here, better videos. I was learning how to film at that time. I was new to vlogging and I didn't know a lot about the history and I didn't bother putting any of it in. So anyways, there is a metro station which is up ahead. Oh, there's police everywhere. But anyways, there's a metro station up here. So if you want to come from downtown, you can just take the metro. You don't need to, okay, look at all this. This is a lot. We have the Church of Abu Sirga, the Church of Saint Barbara, Ben Azra Synagogue, the Coptic Museum, I did know about that, the Hanging Church, which I filmed briefly, and then the Fortress of Babylon. So some of those are straight ahead and then other of these are down. I just wanted to briefly show you guys this area. So I'm gonna put the camera away, maybe I'll just film a few buildings and then we'll head back to the bike. A lot of old books line the wall here, in Arabic and in English.
Good morning.
Good morning. صباح الخير. شكرا. I think I'm just filming. بصور بس. شكرا. Wow, I have never been back here, to be honest. I knew there was more to this area than the Hanging Church and the Coptic Museum, but I guess I didn't realize there was that many churches. Amazing. This way. Oh, there's police everywhere. But we have the Cavern Church and the Martyrs Sergis Bacchus, known as Abu Serga. What's that? Oh, because the family came through here, the Holy Family. Sabah khair. And anyways, guys, I'm not going to be exploring this area today. I just wanted to bring you through really briefly to show you there's lots to see back here. Let's just go swing by the Hanging Church really quickly from the outside and then head back to the bike. By the way, guys, if you are enjoying this video, give it a big like because that helps my channel. And if you are visiting Egypt and looking for a tour, just so you guys know, my husband and I do help organize trips for people. We connect you with amazing drivers and guides that we know. So if that's something that you're interested in, I always leave our number in the description of the video so you can send us a message on WhatsApp if you want. In case you didn't know, Coptic services, Coptic Christians also have their services on Fridays, and that was them chanting in, I'm not sure, I couldn't really hear very well, but I know that they hold their services in both Arabic but then also the Coptic language, which is the last version of the ancient Egyptian language. It went through like 5 different stages over the thousands of years, and the final stage was Coptic, yeah.
Welcome to Egypt.
Shukran. So, yeah, if you heard that chanting, they're in service now. Anyways, all right, we're going to the Hanging Church. So if you kept walking past that underground area and you keep walking straight ahead, you'll come across this. And then a little bit further ahead, the Hanging Church. There's the nickname. That's the nickname. I mean, there's the real name for it. But these churches are from the 3rd or 4th century. I think you could actually date it back even further, like what was standing on there before, but I'm not going to get into that. Anyways, you have military on that side. So I think I'll just turn the camera off and film with my phone the entrance to the Hanging Church. And then we'll get out of here. Somewhere around here is the Babylon Fortress as well. I do have to come. There's a lot of videos that I need to film or refilm that I don't have. There's so many. I have huge books of lists of things to film in Egypt. I'm not short on ideas, guys. It's just about time and doing the research and then making them. Anyways, the police are looking at me, so I'm gonna put the camera away, and I'll see you back near the bike after we look at this church really quick.
أنا عارفك.
So I think I was planning to drive over to the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization just to show you guys that. But maybe we'll do that in a little while. I'm trying to keep this video short, but I'm not apparently trying that hard because I'm heading back over to this area. So this section of the city, oh my gosh, look at all these buses, is apparently the oldest part of town. That is what the guy in Coptic Cairo told me. He said this part of the city is the oldest part of Fustat. So it definitely looked like it when I was back behind that wall, the old streets, small. So we're just gonna go around, cruise here very quickly. Let's see what's over here. Pottery. Maybe a dead end. But beautiful nonetheless. Oh, look at this. Okay. I have no idea where we are. Pottery art. No kidding, huh? But I mean, what's standing from over 1,000 years ago? You know, 1,300 years ago? God only knows. So it's a big neighborhood. Obviously, I can't show every single part if I want this video to not be more than an hour long. And I do believe I need to turn around here if I'm gonna make it out. All right. What does he want? I'm not... All right, we are on our way now to the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization. For the last time, we're going down this road again. Because we just keep passing by Coptic Cairo, and well, I guess you'll get an idea of the distance if I don't cut it, at least. It can be kind of boring to just watch uncut footage non-stop if I'm not explaining anything. It's just the road and silence, you know. Anyways, a lot of buses here. Is it always like this? I really don't come to this area often. I don't remember the last time I was in Coptic Cairo. I think it was to film the prices video to show the metro or something. That was at least a year ago. But yeah, we just passed Coptic Cairo. Boom, right next to the oldest church, you have the oldest mosque. And then a little bit further up, through the market again, I believe, we have to go right and follow that down to a much newer part of the city, I am sure. I'm kind of just going on some main roads here, but that's the easiest way to get through. There's also actually an old aqueduct, which I forgot how many years it is. 1,000, 900, 800, I'm not even sure. Dun, dun, dun. Now that people are awake, things are picking up. What time is it? Now it's 9:51. Tarankosh. I love that fruit. This car is like driving so slow. I'm amazed. It's like it's getting towed, but it's not. Guess it's giving me time to film the market. Oh, I don't know what that stuff was. And this horse is having a good time eating all that goods he's selling. Also, some snack for him. Probably could have cut through some of those side streets. Might have been made for a more interesting ride. Alright, let's follow this up. If you guys have watched my videos about maybe the animal market, Saida Aisha Market, or Cave Church, Garbage City, this is the route that we take to get there. So you've probably maybe seen this path in old videos, other videos. Anyways, yeah, there's just so much to film here. Look at this, they're building all sorts of stuff right next to these really old buildings. Cairo is growing, expanding, changing, developing. You know, these old neighborhoods right next to like new fancy buildings. Where's the aqueduct? Are we gonna run across that, or is that further down? There's an old aqueduct here that I kind of wanted to drive along. That's another video I intend to make sometime. I don't know, it could be like a short video, but just kind of following the old aqueduct, which goes back to, I believe, like the 12th century. Wasn't it here? Am I crazy? I don't know, man. Who knows anymore? But yeah, maybe I should make things videos about stuff before they disappear. That's not funny. Anyways, Coptic Cairo has lots of things to film in there. I mean, trying to make a video about the whole area would be impossible, or like skimming over everything. It would have to just be like a few sentences of history, or a specific video for each site in there, you know, each monument. There's so much history. And I honestly avoid making those videos because, I mean, I love history, but making a video about it is way different than exploring it yourself. Because I don't want to just make a video like, wow, look at this. It's old and I don't know much about it. But look, I want to make informative, engaging, and fun videos, you know? So when I make a video about an ancient site, now I try to make it really good. Back before, I didn't. And it was a lot easier to film anything because I didn't care. And I was just like walk in not knowing anything and be like, look at this, crazy. I'm supposed to go that way. Is that a possibility? There must be another way. Look at Sayyida Aisha Market, should be up there. And the City of the Dead. All in this area. Anyways, yeah, so to make a good video about things now, I need to do a lot of research to be able to relay that information and make it good. So I avoid a lot of these videos because it's a lot of work. Where am I going? I have no idea. It says this way, but I don't think so. I feel like I'm gonna get stopped and be like, what are you doing back here? Whatever. This is definitely not the entrance to the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization. So let's turn around. Just where all the mummies are. I have no idea how to get there, so forget about the timing, I guess. I can see the distance, but I don't know where I'm going. عايز اروح wait, متحف هناك؟ اوكي شكرا. I don't even know if he heard me. And I started saying hospital, mustaspa, or whatever the hell. No, I meant to say mathaf. Car entrance, bus entrance. Okay, well, we're not going inside. So anyways, we have the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization to our right. If you're taking an Uber, you would just get dropped off here. Yeah, there you go. There it is. It is a cool museum, worth a visit. It's actually a really quick trip because there's not much in there aside from the mummies. But if you want to see like 19 or 20 royal mummies, Ramses, the many Ramses mummies, and a lot of others, go to that museum. They're in a temperature controlled room in a glass case, many different small rooms, so you kind of walk through. They're dark except for the mummies in these glass cases lit up. You can see their hair, their faces. It's really amazing. So anyways, that is NMEC, as it's called, National Museum of Egyptian Civilization. And we are now, I don't even know where we are now. I kind of just want to drive by the Aquaduct really quickly to show that. And that's going to conclude the Fustat tour after that. But it's a big area, and none of my videos ever cover them a lot. So let's figure that out, and I'll turn it back on when I'm close by again, so I don't make you watch a bunch of unnecessary driving around. And the audio file was corrupted in this last clip, so that sucks. Anyways, here's the Aquaduct. I talked more about it, but oh well, that's gone. And here's me driving through the streets near the Aquaduct, talking about how the area is changing, and here's me saying goodbye. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big like, subscribe for more videos, and I will see you on the next one. Ma salama.